Monty Python comedy group. Unknown date and location, but photo taken sometime in the 1970s. This was probably taken in Tunisia where they were about to shoot Life of Brian. The Tsar Bomba mushroom cloud in Russia seen from a distance of 160 kilometers, 99 miles. The crown of the cloud is 56 kilometers, 35 miles high at the time of the picture. October 30, 1961. The Beatles step on stage in Tokyo, Japan. 1966. This was just 21 years after the horrors of war. President Reagan gets photobombed during a photo op with Congressman Curt Weldon and his family in the Oval Office, 1987. London readers continue to browse at a bombed-out library during World War II. One slogan that was commonly used during the First World War and revived during the Blitz was "business as usual." Female snipers of the Soviet Third Shock Army. Bottom row, left to right, 20, 80, and 83 confirmed kills. Second from bottom row, 24, 79, 70. Queen Marie of Romania, late 1890. In the first half of the 20th century, there was no royal figure who had the celebrity status of Queen Marie. Two girls linking arms during the Tiananmen Square protests in 1989. These were student-led popular demonstrations in Beijing which took place in the spring of 1989 and received broad support from city residents, exposing deep splits within China's political leadership. Colorized photo of NYC Lower East Side in 1900. Coast Guardsman Charles Tyner, fireman first class, inspects his helmet hit by shrapnel during the Allied landings in southern France in 1944. Two women buying cocaine capsules from their dealer in Berlin in 1929. The pinch costs 5 Reichsmark. His victims are mostly from the women's demimonde. A young boy takes part in a protest by residents of Love Canal, demanding to be evacuated. Homes had been built on a 21,000-ton landfill of toxic waste. After the heavy snowfall of 1976, the waste started leaching. Niagara Falls, New York in 1978. Robert F. Kennedy sleeps on the floor of a plane during his 1968 presidential campaign. Ku Klux Klan at the Carnival in Cannon City, 1925. Nazi rally in the Cathedral of Light in 1937. J.R.R. Tolkien's original first page for Lord of the Rings, 1937. Muslim woman covers the yellow star of her Jewish neighbor with her veil in the streets of Sarajevo in 1941. A 15-kiloton nuclear weapon detonates about 10 kilometers from the cannon it was fired from, Nevada test site, May 1953. Young woman in dress with her cat. England, 1900 to 1910. Two girls linking arms during the Tiananmen Square protests in 1989. These were student-led popular demonstrations in Beijing which took place in the spring of 1989 and received broad support from city residents, exposing deep splits within China's political leadership. Two women buying cocaine capsules from their dealer in Berlin in 1929. The pinch costs 5 Reichsmark. His victims are mostly from the women's demimonde. The Beatles step on stage in Tokyo, Japan. 1966. This was just 21 years after the horrors of